Well, hello there, cowpokes. We're going to be doing a little bit of Depraved gameplay here. This is actually one of the games that I premiered earlier, or did a review on earlier, and just returned to recently during this time of quarantine. I figure why not? What I really need is a cowboy sort of simulator, but something that's more strategy oriented. So we went ahead and got Depraved, which is pretty cool. Thank you. Welcome aboard. We are going to go ahead and start trading eventually, but right now we're just starting our settlement. I'll kind of give you guys an overview of exactly where we started it. So we're right here. Put it next to a river and also next to some stone, next to some forest, of course, and a lot of wild game out here. So hopefully we'll be able to use that. Over here, though, we have some Native American tribes that have just settled. So they haven't been here this entire time, the Teepee. And there's another tribe. I guess they're both. No, this one is Sela, Algonquins. So two separate native tribes, but the Teepee are new to this area. They pretty much got here when we did, so they don't really have claim to this territory. And what I am trying to do is get a hunter up as quickly as possible, and I'll actually change the priority to a very high priority here. Looks like we also got a manufacturer bonus, I think because of the lumber mill. But yeah, we're just kind of trying to get things started. So I'll even go ahead and fast forward a bit so we can start setting up here. I hope we get the tavern up soon so that we can start getting the heroes. Then, of course, our town can be protected from criminals, from the natives, etc., and we don't have to worry about them nearly as much. I'm also hoping I put the stone in the right place. I think I did because I put it near a quarry here. Nonetheless, I'm a little concerned. Our hunter is going to be the only man in town right now that actually has a rifle. That's another thing I'm worried about. His location isn't perfect, but I believe we get to change the actual location where he hunts. And we'd want it right now, maybe even somewhere over here, or we could just go all the way over here where we see all these wild boar. Welcome. And we got some gold. My goodness. Let's see if we got any more buildings here. And we do have shacks, so, you know, this is sort of the first step up in terms of city building. We're going to have to stick to some shacks. We already have an outhouse back here, and we'll start getting some wells as well, just to make sure that, you know, people get water easily, etc. But we're going to have to start out with shacks, and eventually we'll grow and expand our city over here, tear down this pristine forest, and build our main city in this area. This will just kind of be the beginning of our town. From Coulee Dam, that's the name of our city. I didn't choose it, but I'll take it. Good old Coulee Dam. If you guys want me to change it to something else, just feel free to tell me in the chat. How you doing, Stin? Good to see you, man. If you guys want, we can definitely change the name of this town. Give it a more Western name. Well, that's pretty Western, Coulee Dam. Alright, let's see over here if we've got that stonemason up. Alright, so we do have a worker there. We can also increase the amount of workers. Yeah, let's get another worker, because we need to get that stone in. It's going to be important. Maybe do the same for our sawmill, if we can increase the amount of workers. Unfortunately, for the sawmill, you've got to sort of work with what you've got. We will, however, unhook another worker slot here, and go ahead and get somebody else chopping down trees. Pretty much just trying to clear this area of anything alive. And it looks like our hunter is doing a great job. Old Wade Share. He's a pioneer there. He's got a weapon. Good old Winchester repeater. Not enough laborers in Coulee Dam, so we have to build more residential buildings, aka shacks, to attract more of a workforce and additional residents. I'm also going to start building more shacks out here in the desert, kind of get it away from this nice land over here that we could use for farming. And yeah, I think that's probably should have done that initially. So we've already got one up. We've got to get this one up. Change that priority to top. We've got to get some more immigrants coming over here to Coulee Dam. You know, people like Jason Bussin here, you know, the religious, hungry man and thirsty man. He doesn't have a weapon, but, you know. All right, here we go. So we definitely need more housing. We're doing our absolute best, trying to get those houses up, but it is taking some time. Let's see if we got this one up. We did. We can even get firewood for our residents. That's probably something we want to consider. Get some good old-fashioned firewood for him. What do we got here? Okay, we've got to move the location. So, Let's get over here where we saw all those wild boar. Can't be too safe to hunt wild boar, but that being said, you know, we've got to get our food somewhere. Boar are marked as friendly. They definitely are not friendly. Okay, let's see how the housing situation is going. We've got to get a few more houses out here, guys. Let's get another shack right there. Also, really want to get a quarry over here and mine that gold, but we can't be looking at gold right now. It's not the most important thing. Again, if we completely destroy this side of the river, we can always get a bridge across and sort of start a new settlement right there closer to the Native Americans. We also can decide whether we're going to be aggressive with them or if we're going to be kind to them. Only time will tell. Although I'm leaning towards aggressive. We're not exactly kind pioneers. We're just trying to survive out here. It's tough. It's not easy. I love the nighttime in this game. It's really nice. Let's see. Still just 10 pioneers here. We still need more housing, man. It's incredible how long that takes. Good shot. All right, beautiful. Got another one up. One more. Hopefully this is going to be enough houses for everybody. But, of course, to attract more people, we need to have even more. We need to have a surplus of houses. So I'm going to get another shack right there. Hopefully we'll have some central buildings here, like the saloon, etc. Close to the residential area. But I think we're going to extend the residential area out this way. See how we're doing on food as well. If that starts going low, then I'm going to go ahead and build another hunter right over here and just have him hunt in this area. I think these boars will last a long time, and worst comes to worst, we can always go into the forest. Not enough laborers in Coulee Dam. We're trying to bring them in, damn it. It ain't easy. We are actually making a profit just off rent, which is really, really good news, but you know, we don't really have anywhere to store this stuff. I guess the storage has been maxed. The warehouse here has been maxed, where they're simply not bringing the goods here, because they're kind of keeping everything outside. Another homeless resident. Come on, guys. In fact, I'm going to take one of these stonemasons off his task, specifically so that we can use him to actually build things. So we're sending out this fella here, Roswell Lane. Now he's just a standard laborer, and again, we just need him to help build these shacks. Let's get people off the streets here in Coulee Dam. The omnipresent Coulee Dam. Oh, look at that. We got some Winchesters. Hey, you know what? We could outfit some of our fellers here with them, instead of them just going out unarmed like. Let's get Barney Mower over here. Have him take a Winchester repeater. Might as well be armed. You know, we never know what's going to happen. There we go. Nice. I like that very much. In fact, let's get one for Roswell Lane. Another pioneer. He could use one. And so we'll be able to defend ourselves, I think, pretty well. Do the same for Jarrett Clouden, just a standard laborer. Doesn't even have a cowboy hat. But nonetheless, he lives here in town. He's actually, looks like maybe a woodcutter. So I'm glad to see those people armed, and hopefully we find some more weapons or get some more weapons as the game progresses. Of course, it's going to take a long time before we're able to actually get a factory to produce those guns. We can trade for them, and we can acquire them by raiding bandit camps, all sorts of stuff. On this map, and all maps in Depraved are randomly generated, I don't see any actual bandit encampments. I just see the Native Americans. So, again, it could go either way with them. We could be nice, friendly, or we could try and destroy them. Either one can happen, honestly. All right, we got some new buildings available. Beautiful. Now I actually want to pause for a bit. Just to sort of take a look here. So the Undertaker is going to be needed to bury dead residents, of course. Same for the cemetery. Stable, the purpose of lodging the horses in town. I know the stable's important because I believe that brings in actual heroes. So I'm going to put a stable here. The doctor is going to be very important too. I'm going to put the doctor here. I think I'd rather get a doctor than a cemetery. Let's just see how our people deal with those new challenges, and then we'll decide what to do. And of course, we must get some wells. So I'll put a well there, and I'll put a well over here in the sort of desert region we're building. Okay, he's got to go elsewhere for some work. Let's go over there. And you go over there. So we're just chopping trees at this point. Got to keep that wood coming in. Oh, look at this. We potentially have, well, either a new resident or maybe a hero. But it looks like just a new resident, which is great. We need as many as we can get. We got 2 new laborers. And I'm glad to have them arriving here in town. It means more taxes for me, the mayor. And it also means we should probably get to work on building some additional houses. We know we're going to need them again. And we're also going to have to extend our reach here. Maybe upgrade. I don't recall the upgrade system. So expand territory for 5,000. I'm not going to do it just yet. I'm going to keep things over here for now. We can still do that and get away with it. It just means that the center of our town is going to be kind of ugly, honestly, with all these shacks, etc. But at least we'll have a strong workforce. And we'll actually expand out here with some fancier stuff. The saloon, etc. Try to keep them away from our residents. Keep all visitors away from our residents. I don't want them mingling, too much. Kind of irks me the wrong way. There's also the potential to get some fish pretty soon, but we'll do that when we actually get to that. Looks like people are using the well, and I think building maybe even another one over here in the west is not a bad idea. 5,000 to expand territory. Because of this mountain range, it's kind of tough for us to work with the territory we've got. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. Alright, we are not pleased that you are enlarging your territory, so that's coming from the Indian chief. Definitely not happy about that, but we've got to expand and try and, grow our reach here. So I'm going to get the Undertaker up. It's only $200. It's pretty cheap. The problem are the building costs, always. And the cemetery, I am also going to place it out here in the desert, in the very far reaches of the desert. As far away from town as possible, so they really have to go quite a ways to actually get to the cemetery in the first place. We don't want everybody having their spirits down. That's just not acceptable. Not rightly southern. How's everybody enjoying quarantine so far? I mean, I have been quarantined so much that I'm actually playing Depraved, which is not a game we often play on this channel. But it is a strategy game, and I think the updates have been really good recently. It's just an enjoyable, I mean, at least for me, it's a relaxing, enjoyable game. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, the Chickasaw are just giving us a warning. We're not going to worry about them yet, and we do have some armed residents if they decide to send a war party this way. Not enough armed residents to stop an entire Chickasaw war party, mind you, but I think we'll be alright. Just have to keep on building. I almost got that doctor up. We might as well make that a top priority. In this way, any sick residents can go here before dying. We really can't stand to lose anybody. As you can see, we did get 5 immigrants totally from other parts of the country that have come here to Coulee Dam. So I hope they're going to be helpful. We're going to have to wait and see. Hopefully one of them is educated enough to be a damn doctor. Not the smartest people around here, folks. Let's make sure also that Trester Kierstead, I love the names, also has a Winchester repeater. Just looks like somebody that knows how to handle himself in a firefight. Still not enough laborers in Coulee Dam. Well, that's why we're building those homes. Trying to get those shacks up. So let's go ahead and make that a major priority. One thing I'm wondering is, where are we getting these metal parts? I hope we have an eventual way of getting some more metal parts, because that's not making sense to me. I'm going to get kind of a bird's eye view of our settlement here. Not too impressive, to be honest with you. But it's just started. It's just begun. Yeah, this is what I was worried about. So metal parts are out of stock. I was wondering, like, where are we getting those metal parts? So we have to buy the metal parts from the trader here in town. That's just the way things are going to go. So let's go ahead and set that at max. We're willing to pay whatever it takes. And it looks like he dropped off those metal parts. Beautiful. I think it's going to be enough metal parts. We might be able to just turn that off. Because we don't want to spend all our money on that. But I was wondering, like, where are we getting that? So we knew we were going to need that eventually, and now we've got a massive shipment there that should last us quite a while. Come on, let's get some more people in town. We've got all those shacks up. Should we build some more? What do you think? I think we build a few more shacks. We try to get them just as densely populated as possible, really. So far, it looks like water's holding steady, food is holding steady. New building available. What's this going to be? It's going to be a fire station. Now, that we do need. We want it as close to the center of town as possible, but this is probably as close as we're going to get. And I'll make that a priority, actually, because the fire station is going to be very important. If something catches on fire, this is all made of wood. It's all going to burn down. Let's make sure. Another reason we need to have wells close by. But I think our wells are doing okay right now. Slowly growing. A new building available, is that right? It's going to be a butcher. Alright, so that makes meat and leather from livestock. This is perfect, guys. We're going to put it close to our hunter, since he's using a different area anyway here. Yeah, there we go. Put it right there in front of our hunter, in fact. And let's also get the tailor, so we can actually make some clothes for our residents. I'm going to try to get the tailor right there. Perfect. And the woodcutter. We already have a woodcutter. We could do with another one, I guess. No, I think I'm going to wait. I think we're good on wood. We're really decimating this area. Make this a priority, too. Alright, 21 people in town so far. That's pretty cool. From 10 to 21. And so far, I don't believe anybody occupies the cemetery. Although there are these graves out here. I don't think there are graves, though. I really don't. None of our people have been sick yet. Ton of horses in that stable. We could stand to get another stable. It would bring in more people, and of course having horses makes things a lot easier when we start moving around the map. But I think for now it's probably not something we need to buy. Let's see. Wow, we can even plant trees with a forester. Probably not a bad idea. We've cut down this area pretty badly, so we're going to put the forester right here, and he's just going to replant in this area. near town, and we'll, of course, cut that down and use that for firewood as well. Come on now. Yeah, see, this is our territory. The native villages are over here. We haven't even crossed the river. I consider this almost like the Rubicon. Once we cross here, the natives will know we're expanding. But I think if we keep things on this side, they'll probably lower their guard a bit. So for now, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're just going to keep everything over here on this side, not messing with their cities, with their settlements, or with their tribe. We're just keeping to ourselves. Eventually, though, once we do cross, we want to maybe put like a defensive barrier here. Maybe, oh, look at that. That's exactly what we need. A gunslinger is on his way. Now, unfortunately, we also have bandits that have settled close. So, I was talking about bandits earlier. They finally decided to settle close here to our city. But now that we've got a gunslinger, we can actually hire this guy. If I can find him. There he is. And he can become part of our town permanently. So, Reuben Angus, interesting name for a gunslinger, is going to go ahead and he will defend this town from any bandit threats. But if we're going to go take on that bandit camp, we're probably going to want to bring him along with a few armed men, because just him alone is not going to be able to take them out. And I'm almost thinking that right now we should maybe be a bit peaceful, keep our distance from the bandits, because we just don't need a fight on our hands, honestly. We really don't need a fight on our hands. I think Reuben Angus himself is homeless right now, so the first order of business is to get that damn shack up. We're also going to get a tailor up so that our people have just, basic clothing. Right now they're kind of just wearing hand-me-downs and never really changing their clothes. Hey, Texas Spirit, how you doing, man? Oh, well, congratulations. Very cool. More training, but thankful I have my phone. That's great. You can watch us. How is the Navy treating this COVID-19 outbreak? Can you tell us? I would guess that would be pretty crazy. Although here in Portugal, it's also gotten pretty nuts. By the way, we do need to get another hunter, and the reason being is we are starting to run a little low on meat, and I feel that our growing population is going to necessitate us getting another hunter here. So let's do that. Also, start building another shack. So far, everything else is going great. Get her up, boys. Get her up. These shacks really do look terrible, don't they? Just awful. Oh, obrigado, meu amigo. Teu inglês é muito bom. We have Portuguese sub. I don't know how I get subs from Portugal. That's awesome, because I do all my videos in English. I'd like to do some Portuguese videos at some point. Maybe I'll do some Portuguese strategy videos. Tudo bem, pá? Estás em casa? Let's see. So what we could do is we could buy another settler wagon. This is an option, guys. And we could actually move and get our settlement closer to the natives. That's always an option if we get sick of, like, this area, especially with all the shacks. Eventually we'll be able to upgrade and it'll look a little bit better than this. But this is a western town, so it's not going to be beautiful. Let's put it that way. I'm also going to get a water tower built. And let's get a silo, just for storage. Oh, boy. Resident has been attacked. My goodness. Whoa. Whoa. There was murder. There was murder in town. I don't know what happened, but apparently there was a fight, and people got hurt, guys. That happens in a western town sometimes. Well, that's our first guy for the cemetery. So that's good news. Welcome. That forester also needs to go up because we need to start replanting those trees, or simply move over here and start chopping those trees down. In fact, I think I might do that. And even with our hunter, I'm considering moving him over here, because there's some bears over here. There's elk. Just a lot of meat to be had. But man, our city is growing big time. Really growing. 29 people now. My goodness. Got somebody else coming in. Benjamin Connor. Yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and get a new house, but apparently we have a new building available. So just haystacks, you know, sort of like aesthetic stuff, barrels. The trough is good for horses. They can come here and drink. Lampposts, of course, to light up the streets at night. But I'm not going to focus on that for now. It really doesn't interest me in the slightest. What we will do is get a damn crop field down. Let's just get 2 for now. And as for crop, we'll raise some corn over here. And over here, we'll raise some potatoes. And once again, we need to buy some additional metal parts. We're always in need of metal parts. So let's go ahead. And we'll actually give a pretty good price. We need quite a few. And once the wagon comes by again, we'll be able to get back to building. And just to be certain, let's build another house as well. And you know what? We only have 1 outhouse for the entire community. So let me also get a few more outhouses out here. It'd be pretty disgusting to just have 1 outhouse for 30 people. That's really gross. Hunter needs a rifle. Oh boy. Where's my hunter? Gotta find or buy some Winchesters. Hold on now. Let's just buy some Winchesters. Yeah, just need 10. Alright, we'll fix this very soon. If he's bringing Winchesters with him. Might need to wait for the next wagon load. There we go. Yep, beautiful. Now we gotta find that damn hunter. It's the new hunter, isn't he? So here he is. Looks like he's going to pick one up, so that is good. Alright. I'll just go ahead and make sure. Yep, he's going to get a Winchester. Let's arm the rest of our folks here. That was not a cheap purchase. That was pretty pricey. But at least the rest of our folks, Alejandro, Julian, and the rest of these guys will be armed. And as for the butcher, he's going to have to move his business over here to this hunter. Looks like this hunter might be in trouble pretty soon as well. Might want to move his operation over into the woods. Yep, see? This guy is completely out of range. But that's okay. We just move right there. Although, oh, we're getting awfully close to the enemy camp. Alright, we're going to have to take on this enemy camp one way or another. So I say we get it over with. Let's just get our boys together. Get whoever can fire a rifle. We might need to arm some of our folks, some of our residents. It's okay, though. I think 6 men should be enough to do the trick. Go get yourself a rifle now. And we are going to go at night, so hopefully they'll be resting. They won't really expect us. Although more than likely, they'll definitely expect us. This guy's got a rifle too. And even though he does hold an important position here in town as a laborer, we've got to ask him to come along with this posse to try and wipe out the enemy. So we're taking 5 guys. I'm going to lower this to normal speed. I'm not even sure 5 is enough. In fact, you're coming with. So now we got 6. Here we go, boys. Geronimo. Not pleased we've entered our land. All right, shoot. Shoot him. We got a doctor just in case. All right, he surrendered. Wow. Now, we don't actually have a sheriff to capture him, which is bad news for him. Let's put it that way. Because we're probably going to have to shoot him. But that's hilarious. So right now, we'll let these guys go along about their business, get back to town, etc. Looks like one of them is already headed back to town, and it's actually taken the bandit's horse here. But let's get this guy to the doctor as soon as possible. Oh man, he's bleeding all over the damn place. Alright, you need to go to the doctor, son. So he's going to go to the doctor as quickly as possible with the help of that horse. Come on now. Don't be afraid of the doctor. Has he still not figured this out? That's alright. What we'll do is we'll have him go over here. We've got to switch the butcher location again. Really? So I think we need cattle or pig for this. That's the problem, is we need the accompanying work building, which is going to be the pig farm. That makes sense. So we'll put the pig farm right here, and our people will never run out of food again. Come on now. You can do it, man. He's going to go to the doctor. Hopefully, he can be saved. I mean, you can see he is bleeding like a torn sieve. Hey, Robert Roberts. How you doing, buddy? Oh, interesting. You're one of the guys with the yellow jackets on the flight deck. That's pretty cool. Hey, man, you know, not everybody's going to be on the front lines in combat. I mean, you know, I think it's important. Oh. Criminal activity again. And this time it was not one of the criminals. It was one of our own men. And look at what the hell is going on here. For some reason, first of all, we got to get a sheriff up, but we just don't have the needed population, necessary population to get the sheriff yet. So I'm not sure what to do with any of these arrested criminals. I guess we just kind of leave them be. I'd like to just shoot anyway. See, he's wanted. That is weird. Alright, well, let's just destroy their tents. How about that? Once we actually destroy their living quarters, they shouldn't be back. And if any of them stand up or anything like that, then we'll just shoot them down. This is a warning, alright? Scion Shores, you weird-named bastard. We're gonna destroy your damn tent. Don't you dare come back here. You're gonna have big problems. Let's see how he's doing over there at the doctor's office. Alright, good old Oh, no, that's our doctor, Barney Mower. I think he's fine. Probably fixed him up. And once again, a resident is being attacked, this time by a bear. My goodness. Okay, this is not criminality. This is a damn bear. Let's pick up some more Winchesters, like right now. Everybody should be armed with bears roaming around town. Alright, we got him. At least we got some meat, but man, that is crazy for just in the middle of the day for you to be mauled by a bear in the middle of a town. Obviously, our town is not yet civilized. It's got some work. Got some work to be done, I won't lie. And once we head back to town, we'll actually also take this Colt. Get a nice revolver for our gunslinger. Or maybe we'll just get another resident to grab it. It's not a bad idea, one of these unarmed residents. Alright. I say at this point we just steal their horses and get out of here. Don't come back. You hear now? You come back, you're going to have a real problem there, son. We're just going to continue the activities of the residents. And again, horses are always a good thing, so we're taking those with us. And it looks like once you burn down the tents, yeah, the other cowboy just kind of disappeared. But the whole gang there, we wiped out that whole damn gang. And actually, it looks like we're picking them up. One of our residents is picking them up, so maybe we're giving them a proper burial over here, which is, I guess, the honorable thing to do. But that cemetery is already filling up. We got one person dead in there. I hope it wasn't our guy here. In fact, this guy just got to the doctor. Almost said hospital, but this is going to take a long time to get to hospital status. People should bear arms at all times because of this coffee smug. I agree. I agree with you. An armed society is a polite society, and a bear-free society. Damn right. You don't get mauled in the middle of the street by bears. See, this is why you need a little bit of political infrastructure in your town. You know, you need somebody to worry about the bear maulings. That's always important. Let's get that pig farm up. Yeah, we know that that working area is empty. We're going to try to fix it. And I'll actually go ahead and fast forward again. It's good to know that we don't have any bandits near us again, but we have to start generating more of a profit, bringing in additional residents, of course, of the town. And I'm thinking maybe even, you know, building another woodcutter, because we are just in constant need of wood all over the damn place. Let me put another shack. Well, I want to keep the shacks all over here if I can, so I'll put one right there on top of that grave that was just dug. That place isn't going to be terribly haunted. Alright, Reuben Angus, you're a good man. You done saved us all from the bandits and the bad guys. We really appreciate what you've done. You know, Coulee Dam, I didn't name it that, that's just what the name how it came out. Coulee Dam thanks you forever. I promise you. By the way, if you guys have any ideas of new names, feel free to post them down below. Also, a hotel, okay. So we're actually marketing this as a tourist attraction. I don't know how we're going to be able to do that ethically, but let's make it happen. So let's get a hotel right there, kind of just right in the front of town, showing off our pizzazz. We're going to get some better clients, some better clientele. Eventually, we'll also want to purchase some more metal parts. In fact, I'll go ahead and do that now, because we're going to need them. And as for anybody else, I just want to make sure they're armed. Pretty much, yeah. We just want to have an armed society. And the pig farm. Where are the damn pigs? Okay, I guess... No, that's a forester. I'm not seeing where the pig farm is. Hopefully this problem will resolve itself. Unless, do we need to build a separate building? Let's take a look here. That's probably what it is. Nope. Need water and corn to grow. Okay, so that explains it. Now, we do have a crop field here growing corn, but I would guess we have to get a crop field over here. This is interesting. Make that corn for sure. And also get a well. And hopefully then they'll start sort of appearing. It's going to be in the same area. But man, I didn't realize that raising these pigs was going to be such a demanding task. We actually need to take time out of our schedule for this. Wait, wait a minute. Oh, okay. I thought that was maybe a monk or some guy in a monk's robes. Look at this city, guys. Look at this. It's really starting to look more and more depraved, isn't it? And we are getting closer to that river. Eventually, we're going to have to cross. For now, we can kind of build on this side, even extend down here if we want. But eventually, we're going to have to cross and get closer to those natives. Again, if we want, we could always get a settler wagon and actually try to build a settlement even closer to the natives, which I'm sure they wouldn't be too happy about at all. What hat? Did he lose his cowboy hat? Guys. Oh, no, this is a new gunslinger. Is it? Jock Rebucks. I think he is a new gunslinger. Doesn't look like we get the opportunity to hire this guy, though. So maybe he's just not sticking around. I was wondering why I didn't have a cowboy hat. Let's see. Is he going to leave Coulee Dam? He just doesn't like the place. Come on, man. Doesn't even give us the opportunity to offer him a contract like most of the other gunslingers that come into town, but that's all right. We've still got Angus. Good old Angus. He's kept us safe all these years. Actually, it's only been like a few days or 2 weeks. But nonetheless. Alright, take care, Jock. I didn't like his name anyway, so you know what? Just get out of here. Get out of my town. Coulee Dam. We don't need people named Jack. Jacques. What are you, French? Unnecessary. People disrespect Coulee Dam, you know, just really messes with me, boys and girls. let's see. Yeah, I think more shacks maybe, but let's take a look here just at the hotel. So the hotel does get its own residence. Another thing I want to do is change the hunter's hunting location completely. We want to go maybe deeper into the woods. Or, I also saw a lot of pigs over here. Yeah, let's just go north. Sometimes where you don't expect much, you find the most things. And over here, there is a lot of meat in the desert. And somebody has also not gotten the bright idea to get rid of the bear, so he's just kind of there, existing, if you can call it that. Okay, we got some new buildings. Beautiful. So the distillery, we can actually start making alcohol. But, of course, for that, we are going to need to keep on building crops, essentially. Get some more crops in. I was trying to get the sheriff. That's what I really want. We don't have the sheriff yet, but we can at least get a saloon going. So let's build a saloon. This is what I've been waiting for. Although the saloon can bring a lot of fights to Coulee Dam, believe it or not. Let me just see here in terms of the alcohol. Potatoes and water. That's all we need. Potatoes and water. That's pretty easy. Let's get the distillery built over here. Kind of call this the industrial part of town, if we can even build it here. No, it doesn't look like we can. We're going to have to bring it a bit closer to the center here. And potentially even get another crop field, although we already have a potato crop field going. Might not be a bad idea, though, just to get a second one. And eventually we'll also use that to start making some flour. So let's get that other crop field right here, just potatoes. That's like schnapps. If you're using potatoes to distill whiskey, or liquor, I should say. I mean, am I wrong? It's got to be schnapps. And look at that, already 8 residents in our hotel. That was fast. So we're going to have to either build another hotel or start building some more shacks, like right now. I say we build a few more shacks. I know they don't look great, but they do provide housing to a few people. Get people off the streets, you know, that sort of thing. Just because I'm feeling nice, I'm going to put a bench over here. Just kind of in front of the hotel. Have a seat. Vodka. Yeah, vodka can also be made from potatoes. That is true. Thank you, Anthropologist Forensic. More Depraved Wild West strategy. Yes, please. Thank you, man. I really do have to make a schedule for you guys because whenever I start these streams, I get real depressed because like I see like 2 people. And then when I keep going for like an hour, we get to like 15, 16 people. And I'm tired from streaming, so I'm just like, oh, I gotta go, guys. So I'm going to definitely work on that, especially since I'm at home now anyway all the time. And try to get a schedule up here. Also make it like a community announcement, so you guys will also see it as a message on YouTube, and kind of let you guys know when I'm going to be streaming. But this seems to be a pretty good time for you guys. Obviously, if you disagree, let me know what a better time is. All right, there we go. This game also has a really great soundtrack. It's just, you know, I can't play it because of a copyright. Them copyright reasons. Oh, we might have some pigs soon. Look at that. We got a pig, folks. Our first pig. Our first non-hunted animal. That is great. So now the butcher is, of course, working. And as far as I can see, no more bandit camps. We pretty much got rid of them after that first attack. Now we've got to decide whether we want to expand the town. But see, we have to make some money first. So I think for a while, we're just going to be sitting around trying to make some income. I was trying to get a quarry to grab that copper or that gold. But I believe we need a specific building for that. Let me just see. And maybe not. What the hell was that? sheep farm. Okay, wait a minute. Trading post. No, it's a trading post. Still good. It's still good. Allows us to sort of transport goods from, like, settlement to settlement. But what I was really looking for was something that could mine that right there. And I don't think we have it. Stonemason, no. It's not a forester. It's not a sawmill. Food, production, transportation. Let's go to mining. Yeah, so this is what we have not yet unlocked. Because once we get this, we can actually start getting some extremely valuable resources like gold. What is he doing? Do we have a resident stuck in a damn mountain? What in the hell is going on here, folks? Yeah, of course he's upset. This is definitely a game bug. We have a resident stuck in a mountain. It's like an SCP, is that what it is? Like one of those unexplained stories? A creepypasta? That's just scary, man. He just sort of, you know, materialized inside of a mountain. He's literally become one with the earth. History Guy Gaming, how you doing, man? My first saloon fight was actually the bartender punching some people out front. Very nice. I've got the first one myself, Robert, so I'm also worried about that. I've got the old HBP, as they say. I still drink coffee like a madman, though. I gotta live it up, right? Keel over from a stroke or something. Yeah, that's really weird. But whatever, we'll just let that resident do their thing and sort of die peacefully inside the mountain. I don't think he can die peacefully inside a mountain, but to the best of his ability. And maybe even get another hotel up, because we need even more living space. More Lebensraum for our people here. The forester's done a really nice job at bringing this area back. I mean, we completely decimated this area. But I think we can actually move her operation over here now. Sort of start expanding in this area, and then we will start wood cutting a bit closer to town. Okay, well, the butcher, he's already killed the pig, and he wants more. He's just desperate for that pig's blood. Headed out to try to set up a gym, but please post this hole. No worries, we'll do. It uploads automatically, and thank you, Anthropologist Forensic. And again, we will try to schedule these videos. Because, again, I start and, like, 2 people show up, and I'm like, maybe I should stop. And then suddenly, as I'm about to sign off, we get 9, 10 viewers. So we'll just have to see how this works. Yeah, it looks like History Guy Gaming has played some Depraved before. I like it. I think also, from looking just at the updates and stuff, it really does seem that these devs stay on top of their community and really, like, do actually update the game and respond to criticism. So I like it. I think aesthetically it's not a pleasing game, but then it is called Depraved for a reason, right? It's sort of it's interesting. It's grown on me. Let's put it that way. When it first came out, I was like, this is total fail. I don't like it. I did a review on it. I gave it kind of like a 6 out of 10, like it's okay. But now I think I would give it like a 7 out of 10. It's growing on me. It's addictive. Especially in this time of, you know, COVID-19 and us all being worried about the future. It kind of helps get your mind off that stuff, which I think is a good thing. And by the way, we left a horse behind. We gotta get a damn horse, and we gotta build another stable. Let's get that stable up. So we're gonna put this stable over here, kind of in front of the saloon. So as soon as somebody comes in to visit the saloon, they can drop their horse off. Look at that. We already have Agar Cook. He's a farmer, but he likes sitting in front of the saloon all day. So we've already got our village drunkard. It figures. Cuck. It really figures. Wow, look at that. Shack. And another resident arriving. Good old Oliver Gardock. They never did get the names right in this game, too. You can tell it's not made by somebody with English as a first language, just because the names are so strange. Like, if you were a spy, this would be your name. My name is Orlando Townsell. If you'd never been in the United States before, and you were trying to make, like, an American film, you'd be like, hello, my name is Howdy Israel. I will be protagonist of this movie. Or, you know, today my name is Creed Price. I'm like the cowboy, you know, tough guy. Just very, very funny names, I have to say. Okay, we got another group of bandits, man. another group of bandits. I wonder if it comes from the same original group, the Dalton Gang. And I am not shitting you guys. I'm not shitting you guys during this stream. I am descended from the Dalton Gang. I am descended from the actual Dalton Gang on my father's side, which is pretty funny. So, sure enough, I'm going to have to kill my actual cousins. But thankfully, they were only my cousins, you know, a few hundred years ago. So I don't think it counts. I think I'm allowed to do it. I think it's acceptable. I could be wrong on those rules. Yeah, his name is Cuck. I know. I was equally surprised. You know, listen, people get lonely out here in the western woods, and sometimes, you know, they want somebody else to join in on their loneliness. Maybe a third person. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that. What a man does in the, you know, in the confines of his own shack is his business. Alright, we got that hunter again. He's killed everything in this area. This guy's a monster, Dolphus Garwick. And also, it's dangerous because the Dalton Gang is parked right outside. I really, really want to get the whatchamacallit, the sheriff up. Because once we get the sheriff, we can actually start arresting these guys and turning in their bounty. And while we're here, we might as well get the church up. Let's put the church... Actually, probably better to put the church where the Undertaker is, right? Just try to... Whatever works. Let's do this. The Church of the Mountain. It's a nice, quaint name. This game is red pilled. Is there a chat? I know, Robert Roberts. There could well be. There could well be. Something's not right. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that's still that mountain resident. I don't know what's up with that glitch, but I might actually... I'm tempted to record that and send that to the developers, because that's definitely not right. That's... If we had a mine there, it would make sense because he'd be in the mine, but there's no entrance. There's no way he could possibly, or she could possibly be in there. Now, as for taking on the Dalton Gang, we took on the previous gang before. This one, I really want to wait and see if we get a sheriff. Looks like we need some more settlers. So you know what we need to do is actually build another hotel. Let me just make sure. Oh, this is just for guests. No, we're going to have to build some more of these shacks. I hate these shacks as much as you guys do, but we need them. Once we get this up, we can actually get a sheriff. And, oh my goodness, we're already being attacked again. Is somebody being mauled? Did somebody just get mauled by a horse? What just happened? What just happened? Oh my goodness, Native Americans. We got natives attacking. We need the gunslinger. We've got natives attacking. This is crazy. Okay, I didn't think they were this pissed off. But boy, does this game get interesting fast. Shoot him. Good shot. Man, our boys are going to have to get over there to the doctors quickly. We just killed 2 natives. That was pretty creepy. So they are definitely pissed at us for expanding our territory and building more houses, building more people. I mean, just imagine how terrified you would be if you were a native settler, you know, living in that little tribal hut and suddenly saw this on the horizon. And you're just like, my goodness, it's creeping towards us. I can't say I blame them, but they did, I believe, hurt or kill several of our residents. And they certainly hurt several of our residents. I'm not sure if they killed anybody. It's going to depend on whether or not those guys can get to the doctor quickly enough. But that's pretty bad, man. Alright, stonemason. Finally got rid of all those rocks, huh? Took a long time. Alright, let me look for another pile of rocks here. There we go. That works. See, this is why we need to buy more guns. We just need to always be armed. We're being attacked by bears. We're being attacked by villagers. It's insane. It's just brutal out here. Native Americans are attacking us. Ah, you need them upgraded to homes. Ah, thank you, History Guy Gaming. That makes sense. Very cool. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank everybody for stopping by. I'd love to play this again. and definitely like sort of a game that I think works well for a live stream. So if you want to see it again, make sure to hit that like button, and maybe we'll come back to this exact town, good old Coulee Dam. I know you all love that name. It's like the greatest name ever thought up for mankind. But we're definitely going to come back if we get enough views. So make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below once the video is uploaded, and thank you everybody for stopping by. I hope you guys are all seriously staying safe during this time. It's a pretty crazy time right now. I don't think any of us expected it. And if you get a little bit of pleasure watching my videos, then good. Then do that, you know, because it's safe to at least stay inside, watch some videos, and not be outside, you know, of course, risking potential contamination. I know I try to avoid my trips outside as much as possible, and it's not easy. It's pretty depressing being in here, let's be honest, but we're all in this together, so let's try to stick it through together. Thank you so much. Thank you, History Guy Gaming, and the rest of you folks. I'll catch you next time. And as Howard Cook says, you know, always, always, always be on your guard. All right, guys. We'll catch you guys later.